Welcome back to the Investor Shed Podcast. I'm Nick Beveridge, your host, here with the best co-host, Jeremy Kitchen. Good morning.
Good morning. You were very kind to me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
How are
It's
you?
good to see you again.
It's good to see you.
Man, everybody knows that this episode drops weekly, but nobody knows that we don't see each other weekly.
Yeah. A little wizardry magic. Nick was on vacation for a week and a half.
It was fun. Went to the Grand Canyon, went to Albuquerque.
Okay.
Went to Salt Lake City.
Okay.
All over the Southwest.
Saw a lot of desert. The Southwest? Yeah.
Yeah, the Southwest of the United States of America.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun.
Okay.
It was a lot of driving.
Yeah.
A lot of Tesla supercharging.
Yeah.
Pretty fantastic country we have.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah, there's Mavericks everywhere.
I love that. That's one of my favorites. It's like top 5 gas stations for me.
It's top one for me.
Really?
Oh, heck yeah.
It beats Love's.
It does.
Okay.
Yes, the bathrooms are always clean. The coffee is always the best.
The bathrooms are always clean at Mavericks, but there's usually only like 1 or 2 stalls, so like you're playing a roulette sometimes.
You have not traveled enough.
Okay.
Mavericks are huge everywhere else.
Okay, good to know.
Bigger. I mean, we're talking travel centers
Okay.
of Mavericks. Huge bathrooms. Huge value.
Okay.
The burritos.
Uh-huh.
The breakfast burritos are great.
The breakfast burritos are pretty good.
The coffee, they've got the machines that
Yes.
will brew it fresh
Yep.
right there. And they've got the hint of blueberry in their house coffee.
Oh.
It's good.
Okay.
And if you have the Nitro card hooked up to your credit card,
Yeah.
you get discounts
Yeah.
here and there. Get those coffees for $1.
Yeah.
Sometimes free.
Yep. I like when I'm using Maverick. We're not sponsored by Maverick. What are we even talking about? But like,
We are. We should be.
I enter my phone number and it's like, do you want to use this on a free burrito? And I'm like, yeah.
Oh, you've got
And then
free burritos?
I just take my burrito and walk out. Like, I'm like,
Yeah. You forget to register it.
no, like I go to the self-pay. I don't wait for somebody to
Yeah, what
ring
kind of
me up.
gas stations other than Maverick where can you self-pay?
I do like that. All right.
That's convenient.
Maverick might have one up on Love's, but last time we did a road trip together, it was Love's and the TAs or whatever.
Mavericks weren't as big back then,
Yeah.
I don't think.
I don't think Mavericks are around.
Yeah, they've really come along.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you had a really good vacation. I'm glad you got some good Maverick time, some good burritos.
Did. It was pretty darn good.
Good.
Hey, so while I was on vacation, I got to play with OpenClaw a lot more.
Oh, cool. You actually had time on vacation to do like fun work?
Yeah, so I paid for the feature on my Tesla to drive itself.
Oh, you did. Smart.
So then I was able to get into my laptop
Okay.
on the road trip because
Yeah.
you're on the road for 10 hours.
Sure.
And then turn on my phone tethering. Mm-hmm. And then I was able to SSH through the terminal into my other computers at the office to continue to code my AI agents while on the road, while my Tesla drove itself.
Incredible.
Pretty fantastic future we're living in.
Wild.
Yes.
So that makes sense. Obviously, like last time I drove your self-driving on your car, you're like, I'm not going to keep this. It's kind of expensive. But when you're going on a road trip like that,
Yeah.
it just makes sense.
Oh, it's so valuable. It's amazing. And I kind of joke around. I wasn't actually in the driver's seat doing this, but when Hillary took over, when my wife took over, that's when I would SSH on my computer into other computers and do some coding.
Because you have to still like kind of halfway be alert in self-driving mode, right?
You have to keep your eyes on the road.
Yeah.
Because it has eye tracking, or you wear sunglasses.
Oh, that's it.
So
That's the
it's
fix.
kind of nice. It's another option. It's like, or just wear your sunglasses.
Does it tell you that?
No, it doesn't, but it's a great hack because then it's not going to track because then you can start wandering your eyes around wherever you want and it doesn't freak out.
Yeah. Because I remember
Yeah.
like when we were doing it, you're like, yeah, you can trick the system by putting your phone up to the dashboard, right? So then you're just like texting way out here.
Yeah, so it doesn't see you on your phone.
Yeah.
Yep, that's another hack.
Yeah.
Jeremy's learning the hacks. I can't wait till you get a Tesla and you get to experience not driving when you should.
Dude, it might come sooner than later.
Yeah, you think?
My car has 202,000 miles on
Have
it.
you seen how cheap these leases are on these Model 3s and Ys?
No.
You should check it out. They're like around $300 a month.
I'll do 1,200. I'll do 12,000
how much
miles
that
in
might
like
save
3
you.
months, though. Like, I'll have to pay mileage on the thing.
Oh, well, you just lease it for now, and then you just keep it at
Yeah.
the end of the lease.
That's what happened with my Prius. Like,
Yeah, you get 3 years of cheap payments, and
Yeah.
then it still pays down your balance.
I didn't know that. I'll have to look into a lease option because, like, I am at the point in my life where I am potentially giving up the Prius.
You've had it for a long time.
It doesn't even have taillights anymore.
No taillights?
It doesn't work.
They
I got-
fell off or something?
I got pulled over the other night. Both
Oh,
of my taillights
both of
are
them
out.
are
Yeah.
out? Did you not even know?
I had no idea. It's not like your car
Yes.
like registers, like, when a blinker is like, tick, 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 and it goes fast when it's out.
Right,
Like
yeah.
your taillights aren't just like, "Arr!"
Right. None of the. How long have you had this Prius?
Since 2014. So 12 years.
Wow, congratulations. That's a long time to have a car.
Yeah.
Did you put like 100,000 miles on it?
It's got over 200,000 miles on it.
So you got your use out of it?
Yeah.
What's it worth?
In the state it's in, I mean, $1,000 or $2,000.
Really? That's it?
It's
Can you sell it or give it to your daughter or something?
If I give it to my daughter, I don't want to give her something. I talked about this with Sam. I don't want to give her something that's going to be inheriting a problem that like has electrical issues, because I think that's the problem with this car.
Oh, okay. You can't just change out the taillights. There's more to it.
Yeah, I mean, like I change out my headlights like every 6 months, which is a lot.
Okay.
So there's something like inherently going on with the wiring.
What can I do to convince you to get a Tesla?
I mean, you're doing really well right now. Like whatever this was,
Yeah.
I didn't even know you could lease them, to be honest with you.
Let's check out lease pricing
Let's
now.
do it
on the
later.
air. Nobody's listening to this podcast anyway, and I know you say you don't want me to say that, but it's so true. Check this out. We're gonna go.
I love how you
live.
just like have it up on your. He didn't even have to like type
Look
in
at
the
this
website.
Model 3 lease from $299 a month.
Sold.
Let's order now. Now this is without all-wheel drive. You're gonna want all-wheel drive.
I
It's
do
gonna
want
cost you
all-wheel
a little
drive.
bit more. So let's go.
$449.
$449. $449. That is cheap. When I first got this exact Tesla, my payment was $800,
Okay.
and it's gotten better.
Okay.
Now you could just simply finance it too, but that same car, a financing payment with everything figured in with $3,200 down,
Oh.
it's gonna be about $650 plus taxes.
That might not even be a bad deal.
Not too bad.
Yeah, that's really not that bad.
Or, if you just pay, let's go back to the leasing. The leasing actually required $3,000 down, just so you know.
I've got $7,000 right now. I just did another card show, so I'm cash liquid.
Dude, I'm excited you're getting a Tesla.
I want to talk
We
about
should
this
crash
later.
them into each other
We should.
like we used to. Not with our non-Tesla cars that we had.
yeah, but now with our Teslas that are fully insured, and be like, insurance fix it.
Yeah, anytime you want a new door, you just run into one of those and be like, yeah, it was an accident.
There's so many cameras on this, you can't like commit insurance fraud.
Oh,
on this
but the
thing.
insurance isn't going to be like, show me
Oh.
the Tesla footage.
Yeah.
No, you could be like, yeah, I ran into his door. What do you want?
Yeah. But aren't they going to be like, doesn't that have sensors that stop you from doing that? You would think Tesla. You would think it does, but it doesn't.
Yeah, but I kept putting my foot on the pedal.
Yeah, but I told it not to.
Yeah.
Cool.
Speaking of putting my foot on the pedal, I am implementing, and I know we've talked about this before, AI into my business.
Yeah.
With AI agents and a lot of help from Claude lately.
Okay.
We talk about this.
Jean-Claude.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. So I'm kind of migrating away from Grok a little bit with the day-to-day help with
Okay.
the setup, just because Claude is so much smarter.
It's hard to keep up on all the different bots.
Yeah, and Grok is smart if you put it in the right mode.
Yeah.
And I actually have my my bots are powered by Grok, the actual bots that are doing tasks, the 4.2 version, the newer beta, and that is actually doing a really good job of being able to actually complete tasks.
Cool.
Versus just saying that, oh yeah, I'll do this.
Oh, sure.
Because that's the problem that a lot of people have with these open cloud models, depending on what they're picking.
Yeah.
Especially like the ChatGPT models, they have an issue just completing tasks. They narrate and say they'll do something, but you kind of need the more high tier brains to actually complete something.
Sure.
But it's been using Claude sure has been a pleasure.
Okay.
And I've just been, instead of paying, a lot of people pay like thousands of dollars a month to run their open clause on Claude.
Yeah.
I'm just paying the $20 a month for their web membership,
Sure.
the desktop version.
Yeah.
And I'm having it just help me do all the setup. Just
Okay.
do it all smartly.
Sure.
That way these bots can function in our business the way I want them to.
Cool.
But it's been fascinating.
Okay.
I feel like a real computer nerd lately,
Yeah, you seem like a real computer nerd lately.
and it's fun.
You're plugged into the Matrix.
Yeah. Anyway, last we spoke a couple weeks ago. Have you improved your AI photos as far as getting them done before you ever get back to the office?
Haven't got that far yet. It's been
You talked about getting an iPad or something like that to do
Yeah,
this?
I have. And honestly, like the last couple weeks have just kind of been a blur with being incredibly busy, and I'm blessed to be that busy, but I haven't had a lot of time to like sit down and think and like map out a solution.
Okay.
It's
Maybe
just been
Claude
kind
can
of
help.
maybe Claude can help. It's just been kind of go, which is fine. Again, like these are nobody's complaining that I'm not delivering them like next minute. It's
Sure.
actually people are pretty happy that are still getting really good quality photos. So, just haven't found a solution to upload when I'm out as of yet.
Do you have a Mac Studio? Or
Yeah.
a Mac that has... how much RAM do you have?
32 gigs or 64, one of the two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can run Quen 3.5,
Okay.
which is a very smart model locally for free on that computer because it uses up about 20 gigs of RAM
Okay.
when it's working.
Sure.
I bought another Mac thinking that it would have enough, but it doesn't because the Mac needs more RAM to run other programs.
Sure. Okay.
So it was crapping out. So the Mac I bought, I upgraded the RAM to like 24 megabytes, but it was running about 20-ish.
24 megabytes?
Sorry, 24 gigabytes.
I'm like, wow, you were living in the future with 24 megs, dude.
I bought a standard Mac Mini to run another, and the reason I did this was for the cost savings, because instead of just utilizing all the tokens for the daily tasks that it's doing, through an AI company, there are these open source models where you can just download them on your computer and they work for free. And all you pay for is like the electricity of your computer.
Sure.
But you don't have to pay. The brain power just gets downloaded on to your device.
Yeah.
And so my plan was to have that as a fallback for all the heavy business work that didn't need as much smarts, but Quen 3.5 is pretty smart.
Okay.
But just doing more of the daily task in the back end of our real estate sales business. And it just didn't work because I ended up not having enough RAM.
Sure.
That I thought I had.
Okay.
So I considered getting a Mac Studio, but they're super expensive right now.
They are.
And the amount of money that I'm spending on tokens with Grok and stuff isn't too bad.
Yeah.
So I've got that. Yeah, but then Google just released a free smaller version, Gemma 4. Have you heard of this? Mm-mm. This is another local model that now Google just released like just a few days ago.
Okay.
And it's smaller. It can fit on your iPhone.
Crazy.
And it's smart, snappy. It's not quite as smart as Quen 3.5, but it's up there.
Yeah.
And that could be a great fallback model too for those that are listening that don't have like a supercomputer.
Sure.
Anyway, things are getting pretty wild.
Yeah.
And so just to give you an idea, like what it's doing right now.
Yeah. I was going to ask what you exactly, like when you were setting this thing up in your car on your vacation, like what exactly were you setting up? Like what systems, what tasks can it actually do right now?
Yeah. So I'm still in the setup phase because the setup phase, it thinks it's going to take like up to 30 days to set everything up right to where it's actually functioning. Because I'm trying to get it integrated into my entire business, the back end, where everything's automated.
Okay.
So I'm about I just started phase 2 ish of this master plan that and it's probably been about 80 hours of work so far
From that you've put into it?
that I've put into it with the setup. So I'm about halfway or so. But just to give you an idea, for the last couple of days, what it's been working on is enriching my client data over the last 15 years.
Okay.
By a lot. So I have this problem in our sales business where we have our CRM, our contacts, but it's sloppy.
Sure.
Bad notes. It's been migrated from CRM to CRM over the last 10 years of different CRMs. A lot of sloppy notes, not perfect data. A lot of people that haven't actually gone into the CRM that should be in there.
Right.
Some people not organized correctly. We're switching to another CRM again because the CRM that our office provided is now going away.
Okay.
So it's kind of time to migrate and clean up.
Yeah. What are you switching to?
But we're switching to Go High Level.
I'm on high level.
You go High Level? Mm-hmm. Okay, great.
I don't understand a damn thing about it. We talked about this before, but it's so confusing.
Yes. So,
But I love it. Like, I
all
look at
I've
the
done is
features.
signed up for it so far,
Yeah.
and I'm working on the back. And then I got the API keys that my bots already know about, so my bots can access it now. But we haven't put all the clients in yet.
If you sign up for an annual plan, you save money.
Yeah. So before we dump in all of our clients, what I've also been doing to enrich the data like crazy,
Yeah.
I had Claude run a Python script to go through all my emails over the last 15 years and our assistants' emails
Okay.
over the last 15 years and get any and all email attachments that had to do with the title company. That
Okay.
said somewhere in their settlement statement or closing statement or HUD-1,
Yeah.
something where there's going to be a statement potentially attached where there's been a transaction.
Sure.
And it took about 10 hours to go through my emails, and it found a way to actually use Google's APIs where it didn't cost me anything, and
Cool.
it was just running a script and monitoring it.
Nice.
And I was able to get Claude Code downloaded onto my computers, so that instead of me constantly putting everything in the terminal as it like copying and pasting, it's actually just running everything coding for me on my terminal directly.
Gotcha.
But it was able to get Google to do all this work overnight, and it found like 11,800 attachments.
Okay.
And then it narrowed that down and took out all the duplicates, and then took out all the title reports and stuff, and just slowly found, okay, and it boiled it down to like 800 or so, 879 transactions or something.
Cool.
Hey, quick commercial break here. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. I really do appreciate it. If you want to give back, let me help you buy a house, or I can help you sell a house. It's the only way I make money when I'm not investing in real estate. I don't make money on this podcast or the events I do, but I do make money only when I help people buy and sell houses. So if you're looking for your next investment and you're here in North Idaho, I want to help you personally. If you are not in North Idaho, I can still help you out. I have a vast network of referral partners all across the country, and I can find the right real estate investor savvy agent for you so you don't have to. It doesn't cost you a thing. Thank you for your support. Back to the show. That like, okay, we're pretty sure that these are 890 something or 870 something
Right.
separate transactions that we can go through later, and at least we got those.
Nice.
And then I had it go through my iPhone that I've had for the last 3 years, and I had to do a backup on my computer, and it walked me through that. And what I wanted out of that iPhone was all the text messages and all the call history, and for it to make connections with potential clients that we've had
Okay.
in our database.
Yeah.
That way it can tie in all those notes and whenever we've had calls and stuff like that, and just try to really clean up with all that.
Yeah.
And then I still have my old phone before that, my Samsung S20.
Sure.
That I had for like 4 years.
Yeah.
And it got all the data from that, which it thought would be even more valuable because it's a little bit older. It's
Sure.
Like it's like 4 to 7 years old. And that's where a lot of those clients might be a little bit richer as far as ready to do something again.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
So it went
statistically,
through-
people move in real estate like every 7 years or something. So
Yep.
that makes sense.
So it got like 2,000 calls and like thousands of text messages to go through, and it's got all this data that it's going to process later and start making all the connections.
Yeah.
And then clean up all that data, and then take out the duplicates. It's going to find spouses, put things together, and just clean it up before we actually put everything into the new database.
Sure. Okay.
Because there's about 6,000 clients or so, but probably only 1,200 are real.
It's still pretty good though.
So it's got a lot of cleanup to do on its own, and it's going to make all these connections and new notes through all the phone history and email history.
Yeah.
And then anybody who we've actually closed a property with, it's going to have that attachment with it, so
Okay.
that we can have that available in our CRM
Kind of reference it a little bit.
to reference. Oh, is this closing? Just like trying to have a very clean database to start with.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then it's doing much more, but that's the current project that it's working on.
Okay. Now, once you get this project all going, is your plan to have Kyle Reese call these people and just follow up with them and then put new notes into the database?
Not necessarily.
No? Okay.
So the plan is, which is evolving, the plan is eventually to have Kyle Reese answering incoming calls
Sure.
and filtering out, it just answering it because it does actually sound, and we've kind of perfected it where it sounds like a real person
Yeah.
answering the calls for us, taking notes, and then he's going to be able to, if it's a legit lead or something like that, put it into Go High Level and alert us to give this person a call,
Like right away,
or
yeah.
just trash it. Like
Sure.
this is a spam call or somebody looking for the REI store.
Right.
You
Happens all the time.
Yeah, so it's going to act as a filtering process.
Sure.
And then we've got the other bot, Raven, who's more, she's keeping track of the operations.
Okay.
And Kyle's more the front end of like initial, talking to clients.
Yeah.
And then we'll most likely be talking to Raven,
Okay.
our bot that's managing our operations.
Why'd you name her Raven?
It actually came up with its own
Oh.
name. So I
That's
initially
not
bought
terrifying.
this computer. Well, I bought the for stock trading
Yeah.
initially, and wanted to come up with a bot that lived on that computer and it was just doing research all day for stock tips.
Right. Right.
And I think it came up with this name to make like a reference with like the three-eyed raven from
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, named herself and got her own photo and all that stuff, and
Wow.
then was going to tip off Kyle to do deeper research if there was a potential tip, like deeper research within a few seconds.
Right. Right.
But actually validate, is this fake news, real news, whatever, and then he would execute on the trades.
Yeah. Do you think when you input the stuff into AI and it's like it's going to take 10 hours to search this stuff, do you think it like takes a break?
Oh yeah.
And it's just like
Well,
it
if you're
doesn't
not
work
setting
for
it up
9
right-
hours and then it just like clicks and works.
Yeah, it depends on your cron jobs and how you're setting it
Yeah.
up. But that's the whole point of OpenClaw, is that it's got scheduled wake up times.
Sure.
Every half hour, just seeing, do I need to do anything right now? But you can adjust and customize how
Yeah, yeah.
often you need it to wake up and do something.
That's what I'm
Because
saying,
when
like-
it's actually doing a task, the task is done in like seconds.
Right.
So it's more about setting up scheduled tasks that make sense, or like when this happens, then do this.
Yeah.
When this happens, then do this.
If I was an AI though, and I'd be like, yeah, this is going to take a while, and then just like as an AI, I'd be like, I'm not going to do it, and then just 5 minutes before, just do like, all right, we'll go
Yeah.
search.
But for mass, like initially, the reason why I wanted the computer with more RAM to run a local model that would browse the internet every 2 minutes, if I did that with just the API LLMs, paying for tokens, that would cost hundreds of dollars a day easily.
Yeah.
To use that much energy every couple minutes throughout the entire day, every
sure.
day.
Yeah.
And so I thought it would be smarter, and according to AI, it was smarter. But to just set it up to like, why don't we have something that's working constantly? Should really be on a fallback, local model. And then anytime it thinks it has, some good info, then it has a smarter model verify that.
Crazy.
Does that make sense?
No.
Oh, okay.
yeah, it does enough. Like,
It's all about saving costs and
Right.
not just blowing your money, because a lot of people blow their money on these agentic models, not knowing what they're doing, which I did too for the first few days, like not really knowing how it worked. The setup on this stuff is crazy deep, huge learning curves.
right. Specifically for someone like you who's not like a coder or somebody who's good at that type of stuff.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm curious enough to ask
Yeah,
questions,
yeah.
and that's what really helps. But now, I mean, this stuff is getting so easy. Google just announced like yesterday that they're releasing this AI model on just part of their Google Suite package.
Cool.
An AI agent that needs no setup. It just works based off your email stuff, or works based off what you already have in Google.
Yeah.
So there's all these companies in a big race, constantly announcing new things every day, and it's really hard to keep up with.
Yeah.
But at least I don't watch the news anymore,
That's really good.
because that was an issue with me a
That
few
was.
months ago.
Yeah.
Where I was just constantly paying attention to the news, and it gave me no value at all.
Yeah.
It just pissed me off
Yep.
all the time.
Well,
Anyway.
congratulations on not being a news watcher.
Oh,
That's
thank
actually,
you. Well, now I watch the AI news.
Yeah, yeah. No. AI just makes you news, whatever you want it to be. That's incredible. So yeah, obviously, like we've talked about this before, but AI is just the most like fascinating thing, and we are at this weird hockey stick growth point of it, where like the limits are going to be unlimited here shortly.
Yeah.
We are just entering a realm of infinite possibility.
Yes, I totally agree. We are definitely in the hockey stick already.
Yeah.
It's just going up like crazy every day.
Yeah. It's hard to keep up with.
Yes. And I don't know if you remember about a year ago or a few months ago, I think we did predictions on what this year is going to be like with AI and all that stuff. And I kind of predicted that people would have AI fatigue. Mm-hmm. And that's actually been true.
Yeah.
A lot of people now, they barely pay attention to what they think is AI. So the new trend has been AI trying to imitate humans and not look like AI.
Yeah.
And be very short and blunt and that kind of stuff.
Having errors.
And that's the hockey stick is still there because it's like catching on to what people are paying attention to and adjusting. And it's no longer, if you want good content out there, just a year or two ago, it was actually great to have this big long thing with all these emojis and M dashes and stupid things. But like it's constantly evolving.
Sure.
It seems like. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, absolutely. Every time I go online, it's like a new thing. You know what I mean? Like my feed on my Instagram is full of different AI companies trying to help me do XY tasks. You know what I mean? And it just like none of them are real humans anymore. They're all just like
avatars.
Have our bots help you.
Yeah. And it's a bot selling you this.
Yeah.
There's actually a guy on YouTube I've been watching lately, last week or so, maybe a couple weeks, all of his videos is just him talking about what's going on with the AI news and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not actually him.
Gotcha.
It's the clone version of himself, and he admits it right away. He's like, "This is the avatar of digital avatar of my name or whatever." But like it looks so real and sounds so normal. It's still watchable.
Yeah.
Because I still find value out of it, and I never thought I would ever pay attention to an AI avatar person on a YouTube channel. But it makes me think I better jump on the train soon and create something like that too, and just have like daily, real estate updates or what's going on in the real estate world with AI or something like that, and just have an avatar doing it for me.
Yeah.
So that's part of the plan too.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot but there's just so much to implement.
Yeah.
It's just taking more time. Hopefully by the next couple of episodes, I'll have a lot of this figured out.
Yeah. I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
So, end goal in your business, are you looking to generate more leads? Are you trying to recoup with your old leads? Are you trying to do a mix of both? Like, where do you see your real estate business going with these tools?
I see a lot of different things. I've struggled with like, what do I actually want to do constantly? Because I feel like I'm at the, I have a lot more options these days.
Yeah.
I feel like, so where's the opportunity? And I just try to follow that because my heart will eventually get there too. If I think it's exciting.
Right. If you put yourself in the driver's seat, anything can be nice like that.
What I feel like, and this may change, but I guess you're going to be the first person I tell about this.
Okay.
Once we get everything actually working and functioning properly and things are actually happening, I think the best use for a real estate salesperson with really maximizing these agents is to kind of morph into more of a referral business.
Okay.
Where it is capturing leads and either referring them locally or nationwide.
Yeah.
All automatically.
Yeah.
And then I'm just keeping track of this pet, and I'm not actually going on as many appointments, in person with buyers or sellers. And it's more just a referral machine that's just cranking out referrals.
That's awesome.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like almost a way of buying back your time. Like they always say the dream is to get more time back, and I think AI is going to bring that to light for a lot of businesses. And it's also going to put a lot of businesses out of business. So.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, when I first got into real estate 15 years ago, and I first went to this, like it was in my first introductory classes of how to actually do real estate instead of just how to get your license.
Sure.
We learned about referrals, and I was like, I was just scratching my head. I'm like, wait a second, if you just get a lead and refer it to somebody, you could eventually get 25%, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then, and I was thinking to myself, like, what if I just did that? Even though I was like still new, I just never went and showed a house, never did a listing appointment, nothing. I was still in class.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking to myself, what if I just figured out a way to get leads and then just referred them to people, and that's all I did.
Do you have to
Like,
pay?
what?
Do you have to pay brokerage splits on referrals?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of
Like
works the
if you
same.
didn't, like that'd be a no-brainer. Like take 50%
Yeah.
for all the work or 25% for none of it.
Well, the funny thing is, half of the work is for the broker.
Yeah.
With referrals, because they're the ones that have to sign these referral forms and
Sure.
send W-9s and all that stuff. So
Yeah,
it's mostly the broker work. Anyway.
Right. Okay.
All you're doing is you're just exchanging contact info.
Right.
You're just like, or agreeing.
You're putting a stamp of approval, Nick Beveridge on it.
Almost everybody, agents around the country, have all agreed 25%
Yeah.
is an appropriate referral fee that they'll pay.
Yeah.
If they get a client, and they're happy about it.
Oh yeah.
It's a great opportunity.
Yeah.
Because it's just money.
Yeah.
Doesn't make
You
a
just let
difference.
that burp out. You're
I
holding it
stopped.
back. Okay.
Okay, I came out of nowhere, probably because of the energy drinks.
Probably because of the energy drinks. No, that's really cool. I think that would be an interesting business model, and that would allow you to, I guess get
That's
your
something
time back.
that's something that I think is the most scalable.
Yeah.
because we've scaled with agents.
Yeah.
That's just hard.
Yeah.
That's a lot to manage.
Yeah.
It can get expensive. But if we can scale with referrals, I don't anticipate that really getting crazy with
Yeah.
overhead and stuff,
Yeah.
depending on how we go about it.
Sure.
So that's I haven't told anyone that yet, but that's
good thing we're not live.
That's where my gut. It doesn't matter.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
But that's where my gut is telling me like this is probably the most useful case for a real estate agent.
Yeah.
With AI agents.
Okay. Interesting. So I guess if that gets implemented, what would you do with your time?
More of it.
Okay, so you scale and scale and scale. That
I would continue to live the way I'm living.
sure.
Because I live pretty well, I think. And continue to do investment projects.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think. I feel like I'm at the point where like anything I want to do, we can pretty much figure it out and do it.
Sure.
And we're already doing it, but still need to bring in a lot of income to maintain
Right.
that lifestyle that we have.
Cool.
But I feel like this could be a very, very scalable thing that still offers value to a lot of people.
Sure.
It's not like you're pulling money away
Right.
from the market. You're connecting buyers and sellers with agents.
Right. And specifically the way you guys run your business right now, obviously your partnership, I think you and your partner, most of your income comes from your investment properties. Like does the active business or the flipping business and the investment bring in more income for each of you personally?
So the last couple of years, my investments have brought in more money than
Sure.
my real estate sales business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that typical?
It's newer.
Newer.
So yeah, the last, the first, I would say 12 years,
Yeah. You have to build up
real estate sales made more money.
Right.
But then there was this weird, awkward time where I wasn't making much anyway. Around 2015, 2014, when I first started flipping houses, I was actually making more money flipping houses than I was as a real estate agent, and I
Sure.
was spending 80% of my time as a real estate agent and
Yeah.
20% of my time. Eventually, it kind of balanced out to almost 50-50-ish.
Yeah.
But I think I was always still making more money as a real estate agent soon after that,
Sure.
for probably another straight 8 years or so.
Yeah.
But I would say the last 2-3 years, I think I've made a little bit more money with my rentals and flips
Yeah.
than I have in for sure.
Yeah.
Net wise,
It's not all about the money. I'm just asking just
Yeah.
to kind of get a basis of where you guys are at. Obviously, with a partner, would she consider doing this type of model where it's just almost a referral based only?
Oh sure,
Yeah.
yeah, whatever makes sense.
Yeah.
She's pretty open.
Yeah. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Very cool.
She probably wouldn't want to give up completely. Some local business repeat referrals,
Sure.
or the repeat clients and stuff. But
Yeah.
it doesn't hurt anything.
Yeah.
You know.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. AI, man.
AI is crazy, and it's here. It's here to stay.
Yeah.
Might as well use it. A lot of people hate it. A lot of people hated the internet when it first came out too.
Did they?
Oh yeah, you don't remember?
We were very young. I wasn't paying attention to
A lot of
people
business
hated.
owners and stuff like that are like, it's all stupid. We've got yellow pages.
We've got yellow. We don't need that. We have directories everywhere.
I prefer to handshake with someone, not do business on the internet or email. That's stupid.
I prefer to wire and ACH everything. I don't want you to give me a check ever.
Fax machines.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Well, I really do believe that it's people were not maybe afraid of the internet, or I don't know.
Yeah.
This is something a little bit different. This is just this is going to kill a lot of jobs, but also create a lot of jobs.
Sure.
But I mean, did you just hear that there's this two guys that were just interviewed by, I forgot what, like New York Times or something like that, but they started an AI business like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, with just those two and a startup cash of 20 grand.
Okay.
And they did it from their basement, and they were basically reselling GLP-1s, and they did it all through, they had AI agents help with every little process. I think, and the first full year they made like $400 million.
GLP-1s, are those the fat
Injections?
Yeah, diabetic.
So they're reselling.
Okay.
And then they're on track right now for doing 1.8 billion.
Wow.
With two guys. Two people. Like that kind of business is not, people said it might exist someday with AI.
Yeah.
And now it exists.
Yeah.
People are saying that, just when these agents came out at the start of the year, like, holy shit, this might be possible to run $1 billion business someday with just one or two people.
Yeah.
And it's here
With all the infrastructure. That's crazy.
Yeah. So people are actually doing it.
I didn't hear about that, but that's I'll have to look that up.
Yeah. Forgot the name of all that, what their names were and all that stuff, but I just heard it yesterday.
But that's not your typical choice. That's not your typical result. You know what I mean? Like, they found a need in the market because there was a need for these things.
It could become very typical.
Yeah. I mean, it became typical, and it's because that is a good product because it's a desirable product with
it's business systems. It's automated business systems.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like there's people buy other stuff too.
Sure.
But it's like somebody found an opportunity. There's been, plenty over the last 100 years. There's been a lot of products that explode.
Yeah.
And do well, but it doesn't mean that one or two people make $1 billion.
Sure.
With no employees. That's the thing. No
crazy.
Employees. There's a lot of people that there have been instances where people grow a company that fast.
Yeah.
But they're usually scaling with people.
Right.
To just scale with algorithms and using AI agents, that's the difference.
That's nuts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's things that were unheard of just 6 months ago are now being done.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
We
got to jump on.
We should start a GLP-1 business.
Well, we just got to see where can we scale where we are.
Yeah.
I think. Anyway, that's all I got for today.
Okay. Before we go, I hired video editors.
You did?
I did.
What happened?
I got to an apex point where I don't have time.
Okay. Is it working out okay?
I fucking love it.
Do they do good?
I fucking love it.
Did you find them on Fiverr or Upwork?
No, there's this one, whoever it was on Instagram, it's Market You. He found me and he messaged me and he's like, hey, we run a video editing company. Happy if you need anything. It wasn't even like a sales pitch, just like, hey man, let me
just
know
like a cold email or something?
Yeah, cold email, and it was in my spams.
Uh-huh. Oh my God, in your spams.
Yeah.
And it works.
And like I checked and I'm like, oh cool. I checked out the page and I'm like, all right, cool. I set up a sales call with them and I'm like, sold.
How much was it?
I pay $1,400 a month.
$1,400. And how many videos do you get edited?
Basically unlimited.
Wow.
I get like,
are they using AI tools and stuff to edit all this?
I don't think so. I mean, they are. If I tell them to use AI tools, like they can AI virtually stage a video for me. They can do virtual staging. Like they can build a house in the video. They
$1,400 just unlimited videos. Mm-hmm. So or is there a limit to it? Like as far as like
there's an hourly work. So like I'll send them things where like, all right, this is going to take like 3 hours of your quota or whatever it is. I think I get like 60 or 70 a month. So I guess it's not unlimited, but like
unlimited in your use case.
I get a lot. Yeah. I also started out. So the first month I started on basically $100 a video model.
Okay.
So I did $500 and they edited 5 videos for me. And I'm like, that saved me so much goddamn time.
How much time is this saving you?
I mean, one video takes anywhere between like 3 to 4 hours to edit.
Okay.
So I even at that price, that saves me.
That used to take you that long? 3 to 4 hours to edit a video?
Still takes.
What, how much would you charge?
Depends on the video. But I recently upped the prices of my videos.
There you go.
Because they're A, better,
Uh-huh.
and B, faster.
Nice. All right.
Yeah, so like it's almost like a break-even point. Now I don't have to fuck with it.
Okay. So it's okay.
Yeah.
So you're still making the same amount of money.
Give or take, yeah. I mean, I still have to shoot the thing, and I still have to like give them directions. But it is a human that edits it. It's not an AI. So like, I have my own like editing team now that I say like, hey, this project goes to you. This project goes to you.
That's great.
I need it done by tomorrow, and they just get it done.
How much time is it saving you?
A lot in the evenings.
Okay.
Like it's allowing me to buy nights back with my family.
How many months have you been doing this?
I'm on like week 3.
Okay.
So the first couple were
Has it been worth the $1,400 so far?
Yeah, I'm on my first month of $1,400. Okay. I love it.
Okay.
And then before that I did 5 videos for $500.
Nice.
What's cool is if I have a bunch of stuff left over at the month, like a bunch of editing hours, I can just send them like my own personal stuff that I want them to edit out, like Ginger Snap promos, or I can even, if I wanted to start a video agency where I'm, basically just doing video work for clients, I just ship that stuff over.
Okay.
So
nice.
It's like,
you know what I did?
Huh?
I upgraded my Google Drive to 2 terabytes.
Wow, welcome to the future. I'm on 2 terabytes too. There's no way
I know
couldn't.
you were too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No way I couldn't be on 2 terabytes nowadays. I'm constantly running at like 1 terabyte of that. It's fluctuating.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
No, it's cool. It feels good. Yeah. I got dropped by a sponsorship. That was fun too.
You got dropped by a sponsor?
I did.
Which one? The Women's Council people?
did.
What did you do?
We'll talk
Were you
about
a guy?
No. I renegotiated.
Oh, okay.
And they didn't like it.
Oh, okay.
I'm
whatever.
totally fine with it.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Can't make everybody happy.
You can't. And
I
you know
got
what?
dropped too by people that I've been working with for 10 years.
Yep.
That felt great.
Yeah.
Not great, but it happens.
Yeah.
You're just like, all right,
Churn's part of business, man.
it's part of it.
Yeah. But also it's allowing me more free time to like take on new clients.
It sure
with
does.
a newer price tag
Yes.
attached.
Yep.
So it's business revolves.
It does. All right. Well, everybody, thanks for listening. Please buy a freaking bar of soap. Nobody has yet. Because Blake would tell us if somebody did.
He would. We can go use the code right now.
The code is SHED. And go to pennybees.com. That's PENNYBS.com. I think that's the website. I don't know.
That's the website.
Oh, it's right there. Yep. Just buy a bar of soap, put in the code SHED to save 10%. And if you do it, we'll pay you the money back. First person.
No.
The first person will pay them back.
Like you say we. Nick will.
I will.
Why don't you just buy some?
Oh, because I want to see if anybody is actually going to do it.
Okay.
But for the first person that does it, I will buy it back. Just send me proof.
It's actually really good soap. I love it. My wife loves it.
Yeah. You got to email me at nickbeverage17@gmail.com. And that's nickbeverage17@gmail.com. You buy a bar of soap, I'll send you your money back on Venmo or whatever. And good luck, everybody. Be the first to buy a bar of soap.
Thank you so much for checking out the Investor Shed podcast. If you enjoyed your time, make sure to leave a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Follow along on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at The Investor Shed for shorts and promos about each episode. Do you want to be a guest or know someone who has great real estate investing advice and stories? Reach out to us at theinvestorshed@gmail.com.